Hello, I'm Savannah and I am going to be doing a video tutorial. It's going to be a series on getting into machine sewing, but this one is going to cover the basic supplies that you're going to need. Of course, that's going to start with a entry-level sewing machine. I'm using a Brother LS 2350. It is discontinued as far as I can tell, but there are similar newer versions available. You can get them at Walmart, craft stores, online, whatever, honestly, anywhere that you can think of, there might be a sewing machine. You'll be able to find one of these. And I'll do a video tutorial next on getting to know your machine and the parts. So don't worry too hard on that just yet, because you want to make sure you've got what you need. And first you're going to need a household iron. The iron is going to be for pressing seams, and it doesn't need to be too fancy. You'll just need it to have variable heat for different fabrics. And then you'll need a soft measuring tape for measuring sizes of people, pets, whatever you're measuring, as well as the actual fabric. The one I have goes up to 60 inches or 5 feet or 150 centimeters. It's kind of good to have both imperial and metric on the same device. Makes it easier depending on the fabric or the pattern that you're using. And I like to keep a steel rule. Now this is for straight lines mostly. Some people never have to use one, but I draw my lines on fabric with a pencil. You can use chalk, or there are erasable pens for patterns. You'll also need something to stick your pins into. I'm using just a basic piece of cork, and then there are different needles for the machine for different applications, like whether you're using, a standard cotton or a denim or upholstery. So pay attention to that. And then, of course, you're going to need some pins. Those are going to hold your seams together. That way you're not fighting the fabric while you are sewing, because you need to be able to pay as close attention to the machine as possible. Now, everyone makes mistakes, and those mistakes can be undone with a seam ripper. I have a very fancy seam ripper that is unnecessary. You can go with a basic store-bought one. Mine is handmade, and mine has a stiletto as well. That stiletto is for poking holes into fabric or for removing stitches that are really tight. And then you'll need scissors that are only for fabric and thread. And then you'll need bobbins. My machine uses class 15. Make sure you get the right size for your machine. And I found this lovely tray for thread and bobbins. I'll link a similar one down below. You will need a bobbin for every thread that you get, in addition to the actual thread itself. And then for machine maintenance, you're going to need a screwdriver. Most machines use a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. The reason that you're going to need it is for cleaning and oiling the machine. So you'll be taking out the screw on the back of the machine, and I'm not going to actually do it, but you get the idea. And then that'll help you take the faceplate off of the front, which is where you're going to clean it and put in machine oil. And then there are universal machine oils. It doesn't usually matter too much what brand you get, but some of the machines are a little more picky than others. And then, of course, you'll need a machine cleaning brush. Mine is not my favorite, so I'm going to be replacing it. But basically, you open up that faceplate as well as this bottom plate, and you'll be cleaning the lint that builds up out of there. And I'll go over that with a machine, getting to know your machine and machine maintenance tutorial here soon. But so don't worry terribly much about that yet, but it is an important thing. And then I always take scraps of whatever fabric my project uses, and I use that for testing. So I'll be, like I said, making some follow-up videos to get more into the craft, but this will get you started. If there are any basics that I left out, probably obvious. I just, didn't think of it. If there was anything, just let me know in the comments, and we will work together on the upcoming videos. And we'll end up getting into doing an actual project. I just wanted to start with the very basics first. Links are in the description for everything here, if you don't have a local store to get a hold of it all.